Come on, baby. How's it going there in the deep West?
The deep West. He's on the southeast.
Southeast, yeah. The deep East. I mean, the hurricane.
He's not
you
as
doing
far
all right?
south as you.
No, he's not. Okay, all right. I'm not even looking at the right screen here. It's hot. Is it still hot?
It is like muggy this morning. It's that weird, wet wake up. It's hotter than it was yesterday, and you're just like, you have to change underwear by the time you get to the car.
You sure you're not in Florida? You sure you're not like?
It feels
like that's what I live with. That's what I live with every day, dude. I change the underwear about 4 times a day. Like, okay, all right, time to do that again. Time to do that again. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the MLO Live Show. We are live on social media all over the place, I think. Maybe not. Who cares? Whoever's here is here, which is really cool. So
you can always repush it. You can always push it back out later.
Yeah, I think. Do I have any of my realtor friends here that were at the show yesterday? Like I did a little my first live presentation yesterday, and it was so much fun. Took a little pizza, and we had a little room and a display, and I hooked up the HDMI. Haven't done that in a while, so I had to look for my adapter before I went. So it's been a while, you know. It's kind of cool to do that and meet some new people that are doing good. And one of the I wonder, let's see if he's here. If you're here to unmic yourself or unmic or open your mic and say hello. Let me see who. All hello? Right. Hey, is he there? All right. So I want to talk. Have you guys seen this gentleman he's on TikTok and Facebook, I think mainly Facebook, and he talks about his backpack. He talks about unpacking, and he's very famous for it. And I think it's an amazing message. And I think, and I'll find next time I see him, I will make sure and bring it to the show and let you guys know, follow him. But he's very inspirational. He's a kid. And he talks about the stuff we carry around in our backpack. And he has this backpack that's almost the size of him that he carries around. And then people, and if you Google the story around the backpack, it's pretty inspirational. So he talks about all the things we as people carry: emotions, relationships, business, different things that we like. And another one that I really love too is 1 Minute Manager Meets the Monkey. And when we're like if you're a leader or a branch manager or you have a team, you just take stuff on all the time. And you're like, the 1 Minute Manager is a great book. And so a lot of managers need to read that if you're a branch manager, so to speak. So in saying that, I just want to open the floor to talk about the different things that we go through in this business, but not just in this business, in life, And so when it comes to the things that weigh us down, like the market was one of the things we put in our backpack. Rates, one of the things we put in our backpack. A lot of people like, man, I don't even talk about rates. And Kobe and I had a great conversation yesterday when we were taking an application with a gentleman. And Kobe, you mind if I talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we were taking an application and I was listening to Kobe and I was just letting him do his thing. And he's asking questions and asking, hey, where you at? And name, address, social security number, date of birth, how long you been there, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff that we have to ask in an application. And he's like, for the down payment assistance programs, the rates are slightly higher. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Whoa. Like, we don't know that we need that. Let's not talk about rates. Cause if we throw rates into the equation, guess what the conversation in the whole loan program starts to turn into? Rates, right? Great. So we have to be careful. So when talking about what's in our backpack, like not only what's in our backpack, but what we pulling out of our backpack when we're talking to people, because that's part of our emotion. That's part of our core. And our core is our core. And so when we're thinking about having a conversation, or when we're talking to people, we have to be careful what we pull out of our backpack, because it might affect the outcome. It might affect how the people think, how they act, if they come back, if they don't come back, if they ghost us, don't ghost us. I'm going to think about it over objection. So whatever you put out there might cause an objection. So I just want to open the floor. Is there anybody on here that wants to share some things that might be weighing them down, that is a thing in business or in life that they want to talk about as a group?
Something that's in your backpack, huh?
Something that's in your backpack. And we all have a backpack on. We're all wearing one. Krista.
All right. Good
yeah.
morning,
Good morning. Who's this?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Hey. Calling agents and having something new to say
Okay.
and not sounding the same over and over again.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out what to say different.
So an emotion. So do you need something different? I love this one. I love this one. And I'm going to look this up and I'm going to play it for you.
Kind of why I help with this one.
All right, man. I'm going to pull something up and I think you guys, this is great. I want to play this thing for you. Because it comes better coming from, but who wants to collaborate on that? Anybody?
He hears from me every day, so I'm gonna let.
Okay.
Yeah,
let somebody else fill that one.
All right, so I'm going to
got to get the agent to answer the phone.
Right on. All right, I'm gonna let okay. So here I'm gonna play this really quick, and I think and then I want to talk about it because it's so funny that I listened to this morning. Can you guys see this? All right, let me just.
We see it.
All right, hold on. Let me. So, what do you think I mean by that? If you call
one thing,
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Yeah, one thing. So like I've said this many times. If you master cold calling, do you need anything else? Do you need social media? Do you need email marketing? Do you need anything? If you're a master at cold calling, you don't need anything. You just pick up the phone. You know, okay, if I make 100 calls today, I'm going to get a deal, right? If I don't make 100 calls, I have zero chance. If I don't get a no today, do I have a chance of getting a yes? How many no's can I put in my backpack per day? Think about this.
Well, I want to go back and kind of get to the root of Jerry's question, because what Jerry's saying is, I call the agents, but now I've got to follow up and I got to have some value.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Does he need value?
No. And in fact, Jerry, all right, I can go into you want me to go into my little coach mode?
Let's do it, baby.
Of what
Let's
I would
go.
do. Okay, so I did an event
I like
yesterday.
your big coach mode better.
My little coach mode or big coach mode? You want the
coach
middle of the
mode.
road coach mode? How about the cageless coach mode? How about John? John, why don't you collaborate on this?
All right, sounds good. I mean, my first thought is, why do you have to have anything to say? Why can't you just call and check up on your friend? We don't always have to come up with some type of content or some type of value. Sometimes the value just comes in the relationship. So picking up the phone and calling and checking on someone. One of the big things that our job is to do with our referral partners is to kind of rally them up a little bit. So to call on them and check on them and see how they're doing. Easy phone call. Who doesn't want to hear from you? If you want to call and say, hey, I just want to, see how you're doing. I know it's been kind of crazy with all the news and everything we're going. I'm here for you, but I just want to call and say, hey. So I think that could actually take some of the pressure off of you for that week, and give you a little bit more time to try to come up with more content. But everybody's going to want to hear from you and be checked on, or just to say, hey. As a matter of fact, I might reverse psychology it a little bit. That referral partner is going to probably go like, oh, he doesn't need anything from me this week. Well, that just creates more of a strong bond.
Dude, John, everything you said is perfection. Yeah. So you don't need value. We are humans. Build a relationship. Treat it as a relationship, not a transaction. And so when I'm like yesterday, I had 10 people in the room, and today I'm reaching out and I'm friend requesting them on Facebook. Hey man, it was so nice to meet you. I shook every one of their hands, had a conversation with almost every one of them. Where you at? Where are you looking to get to? One guy even talked to Lynn yesterday about getting a CDLP. Shot me a text, said, "Hey, I'm doing it." So I was just giving. I was building relationships. One guy was like, one gentleman was like, "Man, there's this one program that somebody wanted to buy a home. They had to sell their home, and I said bridge loan." And I'm like, so I'm like selective listening to what's going on in the room, and I'm like, bridge loan. I was like, by the way, like we have a no income bridge loan. Cool. What? And like, so he stood up, we started having a conversation. So like giving. But I walked out of there. One of the most exciting things that they liked yesterday, get this. And I was like, I literally sat in the room like, okay, that's the most exciting thing you guys got out of today. And I showed them how to create a QR code on a Chrome tab. Do you guys know how to do this? Like, so I went to, so let me just show you. And
Jerry did it yesterday for Dion.
Yeah. And I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying, okay, like little bitty things like this are like life changing because we like QR code's a big thing. So I went to this website that I showed you about. That's the MLO.com/FAM, which shows you the things. I said, if you guys just do this, you will have like put this in your backpack, carry it around with you, do it every single day. So I said, watch this. And they said, what's the site? What's the site? So 3 people asked me, I go, here, let me create a QR code. And I was live on the screen and I go right click. Right click, create QR code. I go, there you go. There's a QR code. They're like, what did you just do? Like, and everybody's like, oh my God, that's awesome. So little things like that. So that's a QR code for that lot. And if you want to change the QR code, just change the link inside the QR. Like, see that little link right there? Creates a QR code for you. Yeah, Jerry did that.
If you want to get rid of the dinosaur, just take it over to Canva and drop whatever you want right in the center, and then you can reuse it.
There you go. So I'm really big on this backpack. I watch every video this guy puts out because it's inspirational. But not only that, is a lot of times we put stuff in our backpack that one doesn't need to be there, that we can delete it, and not even like little things. Like we all have life happens. And so when we're going through life and we put certain things in our backpack, we take them with them. We take them with us to a call. We take them with us to a webinar, to a Zoom call, to a relationship, to an appointment, to like all that stuff. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, we really got to stop and think and slow down a little bit when we're going through life and go, man, do I really need to carry this around with me? Is it helping me, hurting me? Is it helping someone else, hurting someone else? Is it affecting my current business? Is it affecting my future business? Is it affecting my phone calls, my relationships, all this stuff? Is it affecting my inspiration or all these little things that I just want you guys to think about that. And think about it as, I mean, I'm carrying it. We're carrying it, whether it's a backpack or whatever. I thought about grabbing my backpack and putting it on, but you probably couldn't see it. So, but Kobe, what you got?
I just wanted we really quickly went over it, that we were talking about, but I feel like it was so nice having you on the phone yesterday to listen to me go through, the way I was taking an application, because I feel like we lose sight of what we're saying sometimes, and having to have somebody to just give a little bit of a tweak.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't even think that you're making an error, but all of a sudden having somebody to just catch it. I think a lot of times we just put that in our backpack is, oh, this is what I think about the down payment assistance program. This is what I think. Like, I'm trying to, kind of how you said yesterday, you just listened. A lot of times I feel like I just rush to get the words in versus actually thinking about how to communicate better.
Maybe I made you nervous, man. No, but I mean, like, so when Kobe finished, I'm like, hey, just real quick, do you have any bankruptcies, foreclosures, late payments, stuff like that in the last 12 months? You know, so I kind of threw that in there. Like, is there anything else we should know about that might affect the loan approval? You know, so like just listening. So like, yeah, we talked a lot about this yesterday of getting information from the person and asking a lot of questions so that we can properly help them and properly put them in a better situation, right? Leave them in a better situation. I always look at it as, maybe I can work with them, maybe I can't. But if I find a problem, the guy's thing was, I just woke up this morning, I just want to buy a house. I'm tired of renting, 32 years of renting, I just want to buy a house. I'm like, cool, man, great, let's do it. And then what Kim said, Kim's like, you're approved, just not right now. So we got to do some work, right? Cool. Krista, what is happening, my friend?
Good morning.
Did you finish the football? Or, you out of a football coma yet? Or are we still in?
No, I'm out. I'm good for right now.
Okay. All right.
Good morning, everyone.
Any special words from the amazing Krista?
No, I think this conversation was great. I think talking about value, I think that we put so much emphasis on bringing value that we don't make the calls, and you are the value. So I mean, I think it's really goes back to mindset and really understanding that you're the prize. And if you don't have, let's say you're calling your realtors, just leaving a voicemail, sending a text, I mean, you're showing them something that the majority of loan officers aren't, which is consistency. And that's what they're looking for. Most loan officers are going to follow up, 2 weeks and then drop off.
Mhm.
Keep doing it. Like, you are the prize, you are the value, and you have nothing to lose. Like, that's I kind of look at it from a different standpoint of what do you have to lose by them even
Mm.
telling you no?
Mm.
You're already not getting the deals. So, it's only a gain. You could potentially build a new relationship, get new business, show someone consistency in your work ethic. All I see is wins.
Mm.
So it's just a matter of how you look at it.
Let me ask you a question, Chris. So how do you do the follow-up call, right? To Jerry's question earlier. How do you do the follow-up call to somebody you haven't done business with yet and not make it feel like a sales call? What
Yeah.
does that sound like?
That's a great question. So I would just do, so let's say you reached out to them, you've talked to them in the past, you're following up. Let's just say it's week 3. Um, Hey Devin, this is Krista calling with Premier Lending. I know I spoke with you a couple of weeks ago. Just wanted to follow up, see if you have anybody that's pre-approved or anything that I can help you with. No, I don't, but thanks for your call. Okay, well, if you don't mind, I'll just check in with you from time to time. I would love the opportunity to do business with you. And because we're going to do business potentially in the future anyway. So I just want to get to know you. And everybody's approach is different. I'm a relationship person. I love people. So I really just want to get to know people. So even if you leave the business out of it initially, I would potentially say something. So like for Scotty, I use him as an example. I didn't know Scotty. I reached out to him and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And we just built a friendship, and now he's one of my favorite people. But that wasn't from doing business together. We didn't work for the same companies, didn't know him, and now we've built a great relationship, and we just so happen to do business together. But that again comes from the relationship.
Just how it worked out, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things that I would recommend, I can't, and I've said this before and I can't stress it enough. And this doesn't hurt either, going off what Kristen said, nothing bad's going to happen. I always assume I'm going to work with everyone. During my presentation yesterday, I said many times, I look forward to working with you guys. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to working with you. And I just met them, all of them. Look forward to helping you guys out. Look forward. Here's my calendar link. Let's talk. Let's put a game plan together. Man, let's talk about even if it's a second opinion, let's make sure your client's getting a good deal. Let's create a referable experience so your client's happy. So your client thinks you have a team. If your client thinks you have people they can trust, know, like, and trust, mortgage side, CPA, financial planner, all that stuff. There's a financial planner that's already retired, that uber successful. He's the one doing the CDLP. So he's like, man, like, dude, if I have a mortgage guy on my side, I'm a financial planner and a CDLP, and I got a mortgage guy, man, I'm good. Like, I have a team. Let me get you on the phone with my mortgage guy. He might ask you some questions that the lender you're currently working with might not even care about, that might make you think. And I'm not saying go with him. I'm not saying you need to go with this lender. I'm just saying this, let him ask you a couple of questions to get a feel for where your head's at, so that short-term, long-term, we're putting you in the best situation possible for your scenario. Make sense?
It's funny, Scotty, is people worry about what they're going to say and what they're going to do. And Jerry was actually on a call with us yesterday, and one of the people in the call, he had called me over the weekend. Saturday night, I got a call, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what's wrong? And he's like, I had to tell somebody. Actually, it was Friday night because he got paid on Friday. And he said, I just had to call you and tell you. And I said, what's that? He goes, just had the biggest month of my career. And I went, oh my God, that's amazing. And I'm showing my wife the phone who's calling me. And I said, that's fantastic. That's exciting. I said, I'm so glad you called me. And the more I thought about it over the weekend, when we were in a coaching call yesterday with a group of people, I said,
Hey,
hey,
Scott,
I just want to
wanted to reach
congratulate
out.
you.
Sorry.
And what did, you know, what have you been doing? I mean, I knew basically what he's been doing, but it was so simple. It was literally exactly what he learned 4 years ago at a coaching event. And he was doing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then he had a couple other things he added. This guy's now doing business in 2 states, 3 different areas of the 2 states. And
Scotty,
when I,
committed.
one of the things we do at the Premier is we will call realtors to help set our loan officers up on meetings with, new realtors. And I asked him what counties he wants me, and he sends me over 3 counties in Tennessee because he does VA loans, a lot of them, and he wants to be near a couple military bases up near Kentucky. And okay, let's go for it. And so just by doing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, having that consistency, a couple hours a day of making those calls, he had the biggest month of his career. He actually made more money than any year he was in the military. And he was in the military almost 18, 19 years.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I was so pumped up. It's like, God dang it, why'd you call me at 10 o'clock at night? Now I can't go to sleep. So I went
Well,
down
it's
to
9 o'clock where he was at, Coach.
Do what?
It's not, yeah,
It was
yeah.
9 o'clock where he was at.
I know it was 9 o'clock where he's at.
I want to show you guys a couple things. Remember yesterday we talked about how to separate yourself, how to combat against AI, or how to use video to combat against AI yesterday. So I want to show you 2 videos. One video was a guy after the show, and he might even be on here. Is Andrew Rocco, are you here, man? Andrew Rocco in the house? No, he's not here today. Okay. I'm going to play this video because he sent me a text video. Okay, so if he was to send me a video just in text or video, which one comes across different? Okay, so I want to show you guys this. Watch this.
Scotty, hey, committed to 10 videos in the chat, and this is number 11. Got them all done before noon. Loved the information in the chat, and it's very practical. Helps out tremendously. And so I just want to say I appreciate you. Have a great day.
Now, is that better, but video or a text? Which comes across better?
Oh, that's
Definitely
100%
video.
better.
You with me? Okay, so here's the event that I did yesterday. This is the power behind video, guys. This is like, was that hard? That was no big deal, right? No big deal. No big deal. No
We
big deal.
got callers calling for us, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
had one
Hey, Scott.
yesterday, and the first thing I did was send her a video text. I was excited about our call that we're going to have in a week.
Yep. Here's the one from
Way to
the real
take
estate
action.
agent. Here's the one from the real estate. Yeah, way to take action. So here's the one from the real estate. I'm just telling you guys, she heard me, she listened, she shot me a video.
Hey, Scott, I just wanted to reach out and say thank you so much. I, a little disappointed in the turnout, but
I wasn't.
regardless, I think that, I know that everybody that was there just got great value out of it. And I'll get that recording to you when I come up for a little bit of air. I've got some pressing
Listen to this part.
things.
Listen to this part.
And, but I look forward to connecting. I want to let me know what next steps with you and I want to kind of go over what I'm doing and what I maybe need some help with, and then what you have that you can help me with, if there is anything, and how we can, if it makes sense for us to work together on some stuff. So, or whatever. I'm rambling. So anyways, thanks again. And I'll talk to you real soon.
So she's asking me, guys. So like, see what I'm saying? Like okay. So tomorrow on the coaching call, but all I showed was the law of 23, and I changed it to the 6 Ds. The number 6D is done. I'm done. So I talked about that yesterday. So the death, divorce, diamonds, diapers, and debt, and then done. I'm done living in Michigan. I hate the winters. I'm out of here. And then I showed them the value behind one person equals 23. That was it. Gave them some scripts to call. Oh, here's the best part. I don't know why it's 200. So I said, hey, and I pointed to a guy. I said, how many people in your database? He goes, 200. I go, man, I'll bet you so much money it's more than that. I said, can you do me a favor? I said, if you absolutely hate this app, and I pulled up the app. I went to the app. I said, download this app on your phone. One person did it 898. Another one did it 2,200. Another one did it over 8,000 contacts. The one that just sent me that video, And he said 200. I said, okay, 898 divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. I said, and I pulled up Dunbar's list. I pulled up a Dunbar list where it shows we can, physically, mentally only handle 150 relationships. On the average, our circle is 10 to 12 times their circle, so like that's why I call it the law of 23. It's kind of in the middle.
Covey export.
Yeah, Covey export. So I showed him that. And everybody's just like, holy, I said, we don't need to know more. We don't need more leads. We don't need Facebook ads. We don't a lot of people disagree with me on Facebook ads. Yes, you should do Facebook ads, maybe retargeting so that your clients see you. But if you're doing the likes, the comments, and you're doing the email marketing each week and you're giving them something of value and it's not just rates and programs, they're going to look forward to your call. And especially if you add video to it and passion to it and fun to it, they're going to look forward even more. So I'll get off my little stool.
Well, I'm going to go back to that video that you just played.
Yeah.
Did you guys see how nervous she was to send that video? Could you guys see that?
Yeah.
But she still did it.
She still did it.
Right. And going back to what Scotty was talking about earlier, 15,000, of different kicks or 15,000 of the same kick.
Oh, man.
Right. Every time she does one of those, she's going to get a little bit better and feel a little bit more confident behind it.
What's up?
So you just got to do it until it works. And, Scotty didn't look at that video and go, oh, what an idiot. She's stuttering and she's scared. Right.
Yeah.
No, he looked at it and he felt like, man, she actually heard something from me. She took action behind it, and now I've got a potential lending partner.
Here's my response back to her. Okay. Because I'm not going to send a text back. I'm going to send a video. If somebody sends me a video, you're getting a video back. I'm just telling you.
What's up? What's up? Hey, Debbie, thank you so much for the opportunity today to meet those guys. Awesome people. I think it's so funny that I got the response I did from the QR code. That's just so funny what people get excited about. But hey, man, we got them smiling. We got them laughing. We had a ton of interaction, which I love. It makes presenting so much easier when people are asking questions. And next steps, let's just jump on a calendar. I want to hear what you're doing, how you're doing it, and I can guide you in the right direction to see the best, the fastest way to get it done and accomplish what you want to accomplish. All right. Appreciate you. Thanks again. I'll text you my link. It's meetwithscotty.com, and let's book a call and do a Zoom call. All right. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.
That's it. Now we're having a video conversation back and forth. We both have met. I'd never met her until yesterday. So that was the first time I ever met her. So it was a phone call. No video, text, no nothing. So now are we on a different level? Instantly? Did she have a lender relationship? I don't know. Didn't ask. I assumed, but so.
Well, she's closing loans most likely.
She's closing loans, and she's got a team of agents. Yeah, she put me in front. She's the one that did the 9. She put the flyer together. She did all that stuff, and it was like hey, you want to come next Tuesday? I'm like, sure. Always say yes. Always say yes. And here's the thing: you guys can use any one of these. I wanted to put this out there. Your backpack should be filled with everything we talk about. So you can literally pull it out on the whim and go, man, I'm just going to use what Scotty said last night. And like you guys have heard this. I'm going to use what Devin said. I'm going to use what John said. I'm going to use what Yolanda said because she's a wealth of knowledge. Like just use all this stuff, put it in your backpack and go, all right, if someone says yes, call me and go, what do I talk about, Scotty? It doesn't need to be some extravagant thing. People need the basics. Yolanda, what you got?
Yeah, I just have a quick question. So you said come to the call with items of value. One of the things that has helped me personally, and is I try to have an event every month. So I have a lender. Like the last time I did, I had Rocket give a presentation on their programs, their offering, their DPA, their what, just everything they have, the credit upgrade, and so my item of value in those calls to the agents was telling them, look, I'm having a seminar in 3 weeks. I'm going to send you the RSVP. Would you like to come? So that was